I'm okay. I'm gonna mention that documentary when you're ready.
We're gonna do the data mountain presentation on a different day because it's too much.
It's too much.
It's too much.
Are you ready?
We're ready when you are.
Okay. Okay, you guys ready? All right. Here we go again. One small announcement, okay? I'm sorry for all the announcements. I really am sorry. So I guess about a year ago, there's a famous film company in Peru, and they are very famous. They are the #1 company in the movie theaters. So they sell more movies than Marvel or the Avengers or all that. They are #1 film company, in one of the best in Latin America. And the owners are also, for example, recently they were judges in the Cannes Film Festival, the best one in the world. So they are really amazing filmmakers. And they are also very popular on Netflix. So their movies are very popular on Netflix. And they came to me and Seiji, and we talked to them, and they said, why don't we make a movie about Geshe Michael for Netflix? Then we said, well, it sounds okay, but give us more detail about it. And they said, well, we're gonna give you a proposal. Then they didn't contact us for a few weeks, and then they called us. We had a Zoom call, and they said, okay, we want to do a film, Netflix, about Geshe Michael. And then they said, you have 2 choices. And I said, I don't trust the film companies. So I'm like, what's the 2 choices, And they said, #1, we can do propaganda film, even to pay. We can put extra hair on Geshe in the post-production. Your head won't shine at all, And I was like, that sounds good. We can make you 20 years younger. I'm like, that sounds great, And we only say good things about you, and no bad news about, all good things. And I'm like, that sounds good. Then they said, or. Then I'm like, what's the or? And they said, second choice. And I said, what's the second choice? And they said, we have a idea. And they are famous filmmakers, and they are very, very successful. And I understand one thing about film, is I don't understand anything about film. So I understand that. I understand I don't know anything about film. And I understand it's a very special knowledge. And it's like sutra. It takes many years of training, and it takes a lot of understanding. So I said, okay, what's your second proposal? And they said, we go around the world with you, and we choose like 4 or 5 people who don't know you so well. And they don't know your system so well. And these are people who doubt about you. Maybe you're a good teacher, maybe you're not. And for 1 year, they will choose a special goal in their life, something they like. I don't know, they want to get married, or they want to have a kid, or they want to start a business. They have some dream in their life. And then 1 year, these 4 or 5 people, they get direct discussion with Geshe in the filming. So they have to agree. They will have private meetings with Geshe, mainly Zoom, okay, mainly online. And Geshe will listen to their dream, and Geshe will give them suggestion based on the 4 steps, based on the scriptures. And then we see it works or it doesn't work. And they said, this is risky, you know, maybe it will fail. Maybe the people say, Geshe Michael's cuckoo. You know, I tried 1 year what he said and I failed, everything useless, you know. And they said to me, do you have the courage to try the second one? I'm like, yeah, let's do the second one, you know. And so we started to go to different countries, in different countries. And we are choosing the 4 or 5 people. We are choosing just 4 or 5 people. And recently we went to Peru, which is their home country. And I gave a talk to, I think, 1,500 people, something, in an auditorium at the national business, one of the national business universities called ESAN. They were started by Stanford University, and they are like the national business university. And the organizer also invited the military. So Navy officers, Air Force officers, and it was a very beautiful talk. And we made an announcement. If you want to be in the Netflix film, and Geshe Michael will help you for 1 year to reach your goal, please volunteer. And we ask everyone, are you willing to be a guinea pig? Are you willing to try to let Geshe Michael to talk to you for 1 year and get your goals? So the first question I have tonight, if you want to join as the person who coming from this Kyoto meeting, please raise your hand. If you want to be in the movie with Grandpa. Be careful, be careful. Okay, I can see. All right. Then we have to go to plan number 2. They have some papers. They have some paper you can put your name and your contact information, and we will. This will be after the talk today. Okay. So on the way out, take a paper. If you want to be the person from this meeting, just put your name, put your contact information, and we will choose one person, okay? And then it will be, yeah. Okay. And we chose the person from South America already. We had 300 applications, and we interviewed many, many people. And I talked to many people personally. And we chose the candidate from South America already. And we have a small movie about him. I thought you would be interested to see who we chose. In the whole country, in the whole South America, we chose one person. And you can hear a little bit about his dream. What is his dream? Okay, are you guys ready? Yeah, okay.
When you try your best, but you don't succeed. When you get what you want, but not what you need.
When you achieve that greatness you've always wanted, you're like, is this it? What next?
So tired that you can't sleep. Stuck in reverse.
Nurturing things like a family or a relationship, like I don't do any of that. I just kind of work.
All money is a mental impression, and that impression can only be planted by serving another person with money. It has to become an instinct.
Michael Roach, the first Westerner to become a Geshe. This man has studied ancient wisdom, but he also became a millionaire by applying that wisdom, of all places, in the diamond industry. And now he wants to help you.
Initially, there's a kind of a cultural clash. And then as you show people that they can be more successful, then naturally they just adapt. And that's how you enlighten the world.
Your thoughts also are arising from seeds in your mind. Really, the most useful thing and the most successful thing is to take care of other people first. And it is completely counterintuitive. I think we will find that most of our subjects will come out with a much better life. But let's see how it goes.
He's a sage, he's a businessman, and he's a rock star. The more I know about him, the more I wonder, who is this man?
Sometimes things are so beautiful and things are so amazing that I just feel like crying sometimes.
To fix you.
So the one man from Peru, we have footage of him? No, not really. Of Christian? Do you have it? Huh? Okay. I like to show you the first candidate. We chose the first one from South America. And when they are ready, they'll tell me, okay? I'm very happy. He's an unusual person, okay? All right, let's do some why we came here. Okay. Say sawa. You guys ready? Say sawa. Z. No, I mean the projector. Okay, good. This is talking about the meaning of lojong, okay? How to do lojong. And it says, say sawa means when you eat, okay? When you study lojong, and then when you eat breakfast, you are taking care of your body, which already belongs to other people, okay? Your body is the property of other people already. If you commit to bodhisattva activity, if you commit to bodhisattva's way of life, then you gave your body already to other people. It doesn't belong to you anymore. Okay, if you really decide to follow bodhisattva path, then you already gave up your body and your heart. Okay, you already gave up your life to other people. So so then it's a funny thing. Then it's your responsibility to take care of other people's property and eat a good breakfast. You see? And take care of your mind with the Good Night Club. Okay? But why? It doesn't belong to you anymore. Okay? It's like you borrow your friend's car. You borrowed your friend's car. You cannot make it dirty and give it back. Okay? You have to take care of it. Take good care of the car. So now, when you reach this part in the Lam Rim, and you decide, okay, this bodhisattva thing sounds pretty good to me. I would like to be a bodhisattva. Then I have news for you. You don't own the car anymore. Your time and your body is owned by people, okay, by other people. And now a strange responsibility. You know, Geshe loves cinnamon rolls. I even built a cafe to serve the cinnamon rolls so I could eat them. And, but now I have to have these stupid green drinks. Look, yeah. I have to take care of my body because I don't own it. Now other people own it. The world owns my body, okay? It's very beautiful. C'est our Rangner Semten la Jin Sim. Jin says Jin Sin. Sin means finished. You gave it already to other people, okay? It's not your body anymore. You can't eat crap anymore. You don't have the right. You can't put bad gasoline in the car, okay? It's not your car anymore. If you decide to do bodhisattva, you know. So bodhisattva is not like blah, blah, blah. I'm bodhisattva. Okay. Eat green drink, have green drinks, no more cinnamon rolls. Oh. Okay. Do your yoga like John Brady, like Connie. Those guys embarrass me. They actually practice every day. I think so. Semjenki dun drupchir, ludi so nyamba tabu. Ludi so means I have to take good care of this body because it doesn't belong to me anymore. I gave it. I made a commitment to give it to others. Everybody's like, Geshe, you're going to teach Diamond Way? You're going to give me bodhisattva vows? Yes, but then I own your body. And you have to take good care of it. You have to exercise it every day. You have to do your yoga. You have to feed it well. Because then it belongs to the world. It doesn't belong to you anymore, okay? And by the way, don't be scared and don't hesitate. When you give your body to everybody, it feels right. It's like giving half your income to other poor people. It feels good. You feel like, finally I'm doing the right thing. You know, finally I'm really sharing my body with other people. It's the right thing to do, okay? It's the right thing to do, to share your money with other people. I bought this stupid ring today, $9,000. Okay, my wife doesn't know yet. Let me tell her when she's in a good mood, okay? Like, give her a good dinner. Honey, I'm gonna cook Indian food. She's like, oh. Then I say, I bought a $9,000 ring, you know? She's like, okay. Then 3,000 goes to ACI, okay? And there's a long story, long story about this ring. Quickly, a guy in England, an old man, told his wife he's gonna buy a metal detector. And she said, why? And he said, I'm gonna go out to the cow pasture and look for, you know, ancient things. And she's like, waste of money, waste of time, you know. Then I'll show you his picture. It's really funny. He's really old, like old rusty guy, you know. And then he got the metal detector. He went out, he found this ring under the ground. It's 1,000 years old. And it has a diamond in it. And it has ancient French writing, probably some war or some, we don't know how it got to England. And it says, keep the faith with me like I keep the faith with you, in ancient French. And so we decided to make a ring like that. We made a ring based on that. And it has a diamond. The original has a diamond crystal, because at that time they don't know how to cut diamonds. But they know a diamond is powerful. It can scratch all things. So we made a copy. My wife and I got one each. We keep the faith with the ring, and we each bought one. We bought it in 2 years because we couldn't buy 2 in 1 year. And so we both wear one now. And I encourage you, if you want to, make a donation to ACI. ACI commitment is that the teachings are free, okay? And I went to United Airlines in New York. And I said, I'm from ACI. And they said, well, so what? And I said, we don't charge anything. We give all the teachings for free, you know. And then they said, why you tell us that? I said, therefore, I need free airplane ticket to go to Kyoto, you know, like that. And they're like, shut up. You know, we don't do that. So unfortunately, we still have to fly here. I did try. I promise I asked them. And they said no, very impolitely. And so we still need some money to pay for travel. These staff people have a bad habit. They keep eating. And then the food, we went to the restaurant. We said, we are ACI. We teach for free. Just give us dinner for free. And they also threw us out. So we do need some money to give the teachings for free. We need airplanes, we need food, we need like that. So anyway, if you buy a ring, it's good luck to have the diamond. I love to have the extra diamond for my meditation. It's very powerful. If you don't buy this one or you don't buy the other one, I'm going to keep bugging you to wear a diamond. Okay. We gave away diamonds last night to all the SCIM. All of them got free diamond last night. And it's important to have a diamond on you. Okay. So anyway, tamche de la deshin jo shendu ringa dan kago sok tamche de tang neche. Even if, and this is beautiful, he says, even you do diamond way practice secretly in your room, it's similar to eating food, okay? You have a responsibility to feed your body well because you gave it away already. And you have a responsibility to feed your mind the most valuable teachings, which is diamond way. It's very beautiful, okay? And it's not for you. It's not for you. It's for other people, okay? It's like put the best gasoline in the car that belongs to your friend, okay? And keep it super clean. Take care of the body with healthy food. I hate green. So I want to keep the body going as long as possible. By the way, it starts to wear out. My age, everything falls apart. What do old people talk? Ellie, what do we talk about when we get together? You got any new doctors? Yeah. Okay, so take care of your body. And while you take care of it, think, this doesn't belong to me. I borrowed this body. This belongs to the whole human race. It's not my, the whole living race. This body belongs to them. And for the mind, it's not green drink, it's diamond way. For the mind, you should feed it diamond way. Why? It's not your mind. You gave away the mind. You said, I give my body and mind to other people. You don't, it doesn't belong to you anymore. If you're holding it and you're, what do you call it, caretaker of this body, and you're the caretaker of this mind, then it's your responsibility to put the sweetest things in the mind because it doesn't belong to you anymore, okay? So what's the sweetest thing? Ask John, Connie, Ellie, Gyalstay, Rosa, all those guys. Ask them to teach you Diamond Way, okay? Nick, put the best things in your heart because it's not your heart anymore. That heart belongs to everybody else, okay? Cool. My teacher asked me a beautiful question. At this point in the Lamrim, he said, do you give your body to all beings? I said, yes. I mean, I try. And then, do you give your heart to all beings? Yes. Okay, then you have to eat well, and you have to put sweet things in your mind, like deep, deep teachings in your mind. And then he had a beautiful thing, which I'll share with you. He said, are you one of all beings? Then I'm like, yeah, I guess I am, you know. And he said, you're a stockholder in your body and your heart. You're also one of the stockholders, you know. There's many shares of this stock called Michael. Everybody has a share. Every living creature on this planet, 100 billion creatures on this planet, everyone has a share in Geshe Michael, and Geshe Michael has a share. One little share in Geshe Michael's heart and Geshe Michael's mind. It's Geshe Michael's responsibility to take care of Geshe Michael for Geshe Michael. So if you become a Buddha, that's the best way to help Geshe Michael. So you have responsibility to take care of Geshe Michael. Okay, cool. Nice, right? Yeah. You guys ready? Is it lined up? Is it lined up, Ricardo? You guys? Is it ready? Ready to go? A couple minutes. They're real film people. A couple minutes. They have a mantra, couple minutes. Okay, couple minutes. All right, next paragraph. Membe. Good. Membe menki ma pena. If a doctor tries, by the way, each one of these is like, what do you call it? ADD. It's just jumping from one beautiful thing to another, but they're very beautiful. It's like trying to go to the Louvre in Paris, right? you guys, Tatiana, Mr. Tatiana. You go to the Louvre, there's so many beautiful things to see, and you get actually a headache. You have to stop actually and take a coffee or something because it's too much beauty, you know. So that's the Lojo. Okay, there's 22 different crazy beautiful advices here. Okay, in the 7th part of the 7-part Lojo. Okay, Membe Menki Ma Pena. If a doctor tries to help you, okay, if a doctor tries to give you medicine, Ma Pen means if it doesn't help you, tar. Chak tarwa means bloodletting. So in the old days, they will bleed you to take out the bad blood. Okay, that was a medical treatment in the old days. And there's 2 ways to do it. You can put a hole in the vein, or you get a leech. You get a worm, a special worm, and the old doctors were called leeches, leech givers, and they put this worm on your arm and they suck the blood. And supposed to be they suck the bad blood out. So tarwa means the old system of blood. We call bloodletting in English. Sek means a moxibustion. And they burn your hand, or they burn your skull, they burn your head. And I was a translator for the Dalai Lama's 2 doctors. They are the 2 greatest doctors in Tibet. I translated for about 5 years for them. Whenever they come to America, I will translate for them. And I watched them do this to people. They do acupuncture. They call it serkap. It's a golden needle, and then they wrap cotton around it. I watched them do it to a rich lady in New York. It was fun because she was freaked out. And first they put the needles, and then they put the cotton, and then they light the cotton. And it burns the needle gets super hot, and it doesn't hurt. It affects your prana. It goes deep into your prana, you know. So if the doctor gets desperate, if they see the medicine doesn't work, they will bleed you, or they will moxibustion, they will burn you. Shindu, natsan yomon kunki nyembor. There's a super antidote that if the doctor cannot cure your heart, they can use the secret antidote. What's it called? Lojo. Daksen Yamje. Yeah, exchanging self and other. Okay? If the doctor sees you are incurable, your heart is too cold, your heart will never change, then they use the ultimate medicine, the ultimate medical treatment, which is Lojong, which is Dakshen Nyamje. Okay? Treat other people like they have equal right to happiness, and then give your happiness to them. Okay, Dakshen Nyamje. Okay, Dakshen Nyamje. Chikpudi Gyago Chikchaja. Kochepa is a difficult word in Tibetan, and it means it serves the purpose. Like if you don't have a hammer, you can use a heavy pipe or something. Go chupa. You can in a pinch, in a difficult situation, you can use a stone to drive a nail. It's called kochupa. And he says, dun, dun, picture. Dun, dun, picture. Yes. Okay. In American English, we call Swiss Army knife. So the Switzerland Army invented a special knife for their soldiers, and it has everything you need. Everything is there. Okay. It can do 100 different things. They're very cool. They're very, very cool. You can buy them. And if you do camping a lot, Swiss Army knife is like heaven. It's like the most amazing thing. Okay. You can eat with it. You can cut with it. You can fat with it. It can do anything. There's a little saw. You can saw things. Okay. It's a beautiful thing. What does, okay, $100. Now everyone's wake up. $100, what's this knife represent? Don't say it. Be wise. Just hold up your hand, get the money. Where's Tim? Ale? ¿Dónde es Ale? Wait, you have to choose somebody.
Thank you, Geshe. I think this knife represent all kinds of how to say we are have a bodhicitta, and we can provide many kinds of method to help different kinds of people.
Good.
Yeah.
Lojo. Yeah, $100.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so kochik chuja means one knife fits all needs. Lojong fits all needs. You don't have to learn 1,000 different things. One knife can do everything. You guys ready, Seiji? Okay, I personally, I want to show you the guy we chose in Peru to be in the Netflix movie, because I think he's cool. And it was a tough decision. We worked hard with the team. By the way, the team is here. I'd like to give them a hand. Sune Sarani. Ricardo and Lorenzo. Thank you. And I thought you'd like to see a little piece of the interview with the first candidate. We chose him. I hope he survives.
Mi nombre es Cristian Pasos, soy marino de profesión y mi sueño es llegar al Mundial de Ironman. Una vez que se inicia la pandemia, salíamos a patrullar todos los días. Yo no iba a mi casa, solo cuando llevaba alimentos. Los primeros 6 meses veía a mis hijos desde la ventana. Yo creo que eso fue creando una distancia que a las finales del año comenzaron problemas personales. Mi esposa en ese momento, como veía que yo no iba a la casa, quizás comenzó a hacerse ideas, ¿no? de que yo tendría otra familia, que tendría otro lugar donde iba. Ese tipo de cosas que creo que iban en su cabeza terminó por deteriorar la relación, ¿no? Y creo que por un tema de salud mental de ambos y de mis hijos decidimos separarnos, ¿no? No pude despedirme de mis hijos. La escena de ese momento era bastante fuerte. Decidí simplemente irme sin crear más conflicto, ¿no? Ya van a ser casi 2 años de que no los veo, ¿no? Y eso me quebró, pues, ¿no? Me quebró. No solo anímicamente, sino también comenzó a reflejarse en mi contextura, en mi peso, ¿no? Llegué a subir hasta 120 kilos. Entonces todo iba agravándose, ¿no? El deporte en ese momento me ayudó a salir de estos malos ratos o malos tiempos que pasaba mentalmente y obviamente físicamente, ¿no? Cuando el Geshe comienza a hablar de los 4 pasos, y en mi mente inmediatamente se vino lo que yo venía viviendo, ¿no? Me sentí muy identificado en ese momento porque comencé a relacionar, ¿no? ¿Cuál era la semilla que yo estaba comenzando a sembrar? Era el deporte que nació, digamos, sin querer, solo por una especie de desahogo, una especie de sentirme bien, y que de pronto comenzó a ser una semilla, y yo creo que ya está haciendo pues una plantita, ¿no? Y el Geshe me dijo: tú estás acá, tu meta del Ironman es esta, pero tú puedes llegar mucho más allá. Y eso me gustó porque yo creo que me leyó mis capacidades, leyó todo lo que yo puedo llegar a hacer, ¿no? Sentía, no hasta ahora, pero sí sentía que tenía que hacer algo en algún momento para poder verlo, ¿no? Y creo que ahora, conectando las cosas, realmente hago estas cosas por ellos, ¿no? para que mis hijos en algún momento sientan que su papá es el Iron Man, ¿no? Lo que yo espero al terminar el año es poder haber logrado la parte deportiva. En la parte familiar me gustaría volver a retomar una relación con mis hijos, ¿no?
So he has a health goal, and he has a goal to be with his children again. Yeah. So we have to plant those seeds. If you guys have any suggestions about the seed, I'm very open. If you have any suggestions, okay? Because it's a lot of pressure for Grandpa. Netflix is going to check. Okay. Buddha is difficult. Netflix is worse. Okay. All right. Kuno chipatango dangewa kunki tongtai jashin. Nimo yang pembetawata chegin du midu tawa keche. So you have a responsibility. Once you gave your body to other people, once you gave your mind to other people, you have a responsibility before you do anything and after you do anything, okay? Everything you do during the day, before you do it, you have one responsibility. And after you do it, you have another responsibility, okay? What's before? Kunong chepa, say kunong chepa. It means any important activity you do during the day, after you commit to lojong, after you commit to bodhisattva way of life, then you do some project, like you're doing a magazine or something like that, okay? Or you have some big job at your work or some big family project. Then if you're bodhisattva, you have to pause for 1 minute before you do it, okay? Like before you go to work or before you do your yoga, and you have to say, I'm doing this for everybody. I'm doing this for everybody. Owns my body. Everybody owns my heart. And today I'm going to work for 8 hours or something, and I'm going to do the work for everybody. I'm doing this for everybody. So Kunlong Chupa means when you start your day, you have to pause and say, I'm doing this for all the stockholders of Geshe Michael. Geshe Michael's just one stockholder, okay? And I'm doing this for all the stockholders, okay? Guess what you have to do after you finish, when you're coming home from work? Dedicate, okay? Dedicate, coffee meditation, okay? I did a good job today. I worked for 8 hours or something. I'm gonna take my rest now with my book club. Good night. By the way, you gotta be tough on yourself, okay? And you know, don't do it, don't decide right away. Take some time, okay? But when you're ready, talk to Rosa. Rosa, you wanna stand up? She's got the bags, okay? All right. Don't just jump, okay? Think about it first. If you break it, it's a very bad karma. It's better not to do it. If you're not sure you can do it, then wait, okay? Then wait. But if you decide to do it, then talk to Rosa and get your bag and your lock. And by the way, you need the lock, trust me. If you don't have a lock, at 10:15, you will open the case and you will, you'll just start watching a movie again. The problem with Korea soap opera is they never tell you the ending. It's always like, next time we're gonna find out should they kiss each other or not. And you're gonna definitely open the case, okay? So talk to Rosa, get this, but make a decision to try. You might wanna try a time limit, okay? You might wanna try a time limit, okay? So talk to Rosa, or you can talk to Lindsay. Where's Lindsay? Can you stand up? Yeah, Lindsay, she's working on it. Okay. All right. Gewa Kunkita. What time I have to stop, Tim? Or Alde? 7 is 19, right? Okay. All right. Okay, I'll take questions in 5 minutes, okay? Kungi Tomar. So before you do something big, after you commit to Bodhisattva, think about why you're doing it. So pause, think about why you're doing it. And then when you finish, put it in the bank. Put it in the bank. It means dedicated to other people. Okay. Today I spent many hours teaching, and now I'm gonna go rest, take my rest, eat dinner, watch a movie before 10 o'clock. And maybe, and that's okay. It doesn't disturb the sleep. And then I'm gonna go to bed, and I dedicate the whole day to other people. Okay, to my owners, to my stockholders in the Michael Roach stock. Okay, all right. So 2 things to do, every major thing you do, before and after. Okay, all right. Next paragraph. Kidu ni kan chung lojong ki nyamlen ma shorwar che goki. I like this word. Say kidu. Kidu. The first 2 words here. Say kidu. There's a beautiful custom in the monastery. I told some of you. There's, how do you get into the Geshe course? How do you get into the monastery? And there's a process. It's quite strict. If you want to join the Geshe course, you have to have a sponsor. Someone has to agree to be your sponsor. And then it has to be usually it's another Geshe who's already a Geshe. And then they will take you to the monastery office, and they'll say, he's my guy. So my teacher, I spent 8 years with him. Then he said, okay, I will sponsor you. And he took me to the monastery office, and he said, I'm his sponsor. I promise he will behave. I promise he won't embarrass the Sangha. I promise he will follow the rules. I promise he will try to be a Geshe, And they have a big book, And they're like a very serious ceremony. And then they say, are you sure? And my teacher said, yes, I'm sure. And they say, okay, we're going to write his name in the book. And he's like, it's okay, go ahead. Yeah, it's okay. Then I'm scared, And then they say, Mako Rochu. Mako Rochu. Kelsang knows Rochu means the water that came out of the corpse. The dead. My name in Tibetan means dead body water. Roach. Mako Rochu? Yes. Okay. Mako Rochu. Then they say, they close the book and they, Kidu Chikpa. And you're supposed to say, Kidu Chikpa. Say Kidu Chikpa. You have to hit something. You can hit standing. Kido Chikpa. Kido Chikpa means now you're one of us. Now you're one of us. Okay. And what the literal meaning is, ki means happy, and duk means suffer. Kido Chikpa means when the Sangha's happy, we're all happy. When the Sanghas suffer, we all suffer together. When in the French, they have those 3 guys, 3 musketeers, all for one and one for all. It's the same thing, all for one and one for all. If we eat today, we eat together. If we go hungry today, we go hungry together. And that's a real Sangha. That's Kido Chikpa. Okay, so I love this word. Okay, we should do it, right? Kido. So Kido means. Kido ni kan chung yang means whether you're having a good day or a bad day, okay? Whether ki or whether du, okay? Kan chung yang, lojong. Okay, keep your lojong. Okay, I'm having a good day. Lojong. How? Share it with other people. God, look at how beautiful the trees are in this season, the autumn season. And then in the sakura, wow, look at these trees, like share the joy with other people. And if there's COVID, and then put your mask on and share the suffering with other people. That's lojong, okay? Kidu chipa. Chungyang lojong ki nyamna mashorwa che gu. Ki gashi kosa dan jorpa soki kiki shor. Then he gives two examples. He says people's kidu chipa, people's commitment to the bodhisattva ideal is destroyed by two things. What? They're too happy or they're too sad. Okay? People's commitment to act like a bodhisattva can get destroyed by two things. Too happy and too sad. Okay? What's the happy? Jorpa so kosandan jorpa. You get a big position at work. Or jorpa, you get some money. You get some big money, or you get some big position, and it destroys your dharma. Okay? Too much money and too much success. And you're like, I don't need dharma. I'm Superman. I'm so handsome. I'm so rich. I have such a big position. I don't need lojong. Okay, so sometimes success will destroy your lojong. Okay. On the other extreme, some people get into a terrible situation, like a war, or they get a big enemy at work, or something like that, or you get cancer, something like that. Then shorwa, you lose your bodhisattva commitment. You're so suffering. You're so thinking about your pain. Oh, I got cancer, oh, I lost my job. Oh, I lost my position. I don't have money. Then, so happiness, too much happiness can destroy your lojong, and too much problems can destroy your lojong. Okay, so when those two things happen, you have to be careful. When you get famous, when things are going well, when you get a lot of money, be careful. And then when you get divorced, you have a problem with your kids, and your kids fail the college exam. Okay, then you have to be careful with your lojong practice. Don't lose your lojong practice, okay? Don't get sad and lose your lojong practice. Don't lose your faith because some big problem happened. That could be a seed from 10,000 years ago. We don't know, okay? I asked a doctor recently, I said, what caused cancer? He laughed. He said, you touch plastic once in your life, and that's it. And I'm like, what? You gotta touch plastic. And he says, well, it's the odds, it's how many odds, like that. Shorwa means don't lose your practice. Mashorwa means don't let too much success and don't let too much problems destroy your bodhisattva practice. Okay, be careful. When you're in the middle, everything's okay. When you get really rich or famous, be careful, okay? Be careful with those Netflix guys. Okay. And then when you have a disaster, your wife leaves you, or your house burns down, or you lose your business or something, just tell your mind to shut up. Everything comes back. Sooner or later, everything's come back. There's no big disaster like that. Don't lose your bodhisattva practice, okay? All right, I'm gonna mark it there. Stopped here. What's the date? 7, 8. Okay. And we'll take questions. Tim? Or who choose the questions? I don't know. Tim? We have about 15 minutes, something. I guess, right? Ale, correct? Okay.
爷爷你好，我想讲中文，麻烦翻译老师等一下翻译一下。我有朋友他有一只小猫，但是他生了很严重的病， 就好像马上就要死了，然后他的医生呢就建议他安乐死，因为他说任何的治疗都会加重他的痛苦。然后我的朋友就不想给他安乐死，安乐死会是杀生的一个方面吗？如果我们跟这个小猫真的要道别的时候，我们怎么帮助它去到更好的地方呢？我们要给它讲彼的故事吗？这就是我的问题，谢谢。
问题是什么
No.
Joy, translate slow, take your time.
Yeah. So I have a friend. He or she had a little catty, a cat, and then this cat had like serious disease, and it's really suffering for the cat. And then my friend was thinking like to have like a treatment, a way of getting her to die easily, which is called the euthanasia.
Yeah,
euthanasia. But this is also a way of like killing life, right? So what does my friend can do to really help her to become more comfortable in being in such a bad situation?
Yeah, good question.
And the one part, share his friend, like her friend, like telling the pain story before the cat like maybe pass away.
Okay, good. Okay, good. This question comes many times, and I had a dog. I inherited a dog unwillingly. Someone asked me to take care of the dog, and then they never came back. And did you know Theo? Yeah, cute dog. And my wife and I, we had this discussion many times. First, his hips got bad. He couldn't use his legs, his back legs. And then he lost his eyesight. And then he lost his hearing. And he would drag his body in the corner and get stuck in the corner of the house. And then he'll cry. And it break your heart. It was break your heart. He's like, and he can't see anything, he can't hear anything. He's just dragging his leg. And when he pee-pees at night, I have to carry him outside. And, he will cry and I'll pick him up and carry him outside. And it was difficult. And we also had this conversation, should mercy killing, right? Should we give him special medicine and he will die quietly? And because his life is terrible, his teeth are gone also. And they charge $800 to take out his teeth. You know how this is America. So we talk and we talk and we talk. And I asked my teacher about it. He had the same problem because he loves dogs and he takes care of dogs. And if the person is a real Buddhist, strong Buddhist, if they understand Buddhism, if they really understand Buddhism, they understand one thing: to be a blind, deaf, crippled, toothless, crying dog in a human's house is better than what comes after. Okay, 99% what comes after is much, much worse than that. Okay, 99%. Chance is 99%. What happens after he dies is much, the chances 99. There's some terrible pain after that. So real Buddhist, if you really, really study a long time, meditate a long time, see other worlds, you will not kill an animal. Because what's coming is worse, much, much worse. So you will try to keep them alive as long as possible. Even they are suffering. And you will say mantras to them, and you will try to put the seeds in their mind for future. Give them something to take with them to the next place, okay? Now, if you're not a Buddhist and you don't understand those things, or you're not sure about what will happen, and all you can see is the animal is suffering, then you should end the animal's life. Okay, so understand the answer? If you have deep wisdom, deep training, and you understand the 99, then keep the animal alive as long as you can. And my teacher, he washed the dog, lose all the hair, lose their legs, everything. He still keep them alive, and he takes care of them all day like that. And if you really understand, but if you don't understand, it's a good deed to kill them. Okay, understand? If you're not sure or you're not strongly trained, and this dog is really suffering, you should put them to sleep. You should do it, because what you understand, what you know, you should act on that. You should do that. Okay. So my wife put him to sleep. Okay, she put him to sleep, and I'm like, that's your decision. You know. So I think if your motivation is good, and you really want to help them, and you really want to serve them, that's a good seed. Okay, that's a good seed. So you have to use your wisdom. Okay, not an easy answer, not an easy question. Okay. One more. Okay.
Hi. I have a question. I have a blog, and in question people. I'm asked people what is the purpose of their life, and they say dancing, singing, enjoy themselves, making money, having sex, eating, having children. And don't say they won't get out of samsara. And they write that really gives pleasure, all this. And in these points, you can find meaning of life. Really, people can find meaning of life, and it's hard to, for me, to explain them. They will lose all of this when they die.
Yeah.
So my questions are: these benefits traps of samsara or gifts? Because they can derail the.
I didn't catch it.
It's traps of samsara or gifts.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah.
Yeah, or gifts.
Okay, good.
Yes, because it can awaken him or me.
Good, good. Okay, good question. I think the answer is practical. You know, what will help people? What's the best way to help people? And if someone come to you and say, how do I get a cute boyfriend? Or how do I get some great sex? You know, what's the plant? How do I plant the seeds for great sex or great drugs or, you know, for the best wine? How do I plant those seeds? You know, and then you say, oh, we are Buddhists. No sex, no wine, no fun. Just die very good. You know, then I guarantee they will run away. Okay. So the real wise Buddhists, like my teacher, I learned everything from my teacher. I learned Tibetan language, I learned sutras, but I also learned practical. He's practical. Among all the lamas that I met, he's practical. And he sent me to business, you know, and he will say, there's someone say, how can I have better sex? And he say, you have to plant the seed. You know, and this is also Lord Buddha's system. You always start at the person's level. You always start at their level, okay? As long as it's not illegal or destructive. If someone say, what's the Buddhist way to make the best bomb? Or, you know, like that, you have to say, go away, you know, I don't have that, you know. But if it's not destructive, like it's good sex or better wine, or how to have a good boyfriend, how to find a good boyfriend, like that, then Lord Buddha's system is to start at their level. Always start at their level. You know, say, God, I got this 4-step system for good sex. You know, you know, and they're like, wow, I like that religion. You know, and I got 4-step system for good wine, or something like that. And this is Lord Buddha's system. And that's why we have 4 schools of Buddhism, right? It's very famous, very famous. So Lord Buddha is practical. Lord Buddha hooked the fish, then squeezed the fish, okay? So first, you know, promise them good sex, good money, success. You can call it DCI. And, you know, and get them interest, get their interest, you know. And then when they get cancer, they are ready, they know the system. And then you can teach the real thing, you know, then you can teach the real thing. So everything has a proper place. And every human desire can be used by a skillful teacher to bring the student up, okay? So we don't judge people. We don't say, come on, don't be stupid, you know, you're gonna die. Yeah, it's like, well, I'm 20, I wanna have some good sex before I die. Okay, let's plant the right seeds, okay? So that's fine, okay? And don't be shy. Don't be shy about it. My teacher gives some amazing hot answers. And I'm like, Rinpoche, you've been a monk since you were 5 years old. And you're telling this lady how to have great sex. He's like, you gotta tell her, you know. And, you know, he never tasted alcohol in his whole life. I was lucky because I went to Princeton first. I tried everything. You know, I experienced everything. I think it makes me a better monk, you know. So I have all those experiences. So go to their level, help them at that level, and then stay with them through months and years of their life. And then the serious questions will start to come. Oh, my mom got cancer. Or, you know, there's a war in my country. You know, then the serious questions will come, but first hook them in the system and let them have success. And then you will be there when they need you. And that's the idea. Hook them when they are healthy, young, beautiful, having sex, and then stay with them. And later they will need you. Later they will ask you the more serious questions, okay? Yeah, good, okay, thank you. Yeah. Grandpa gonna go, oh, Grandpa not gonna go, my boss came. Okay.
No, you can go.
Okay. No, you go ahead.
Like, just a few announcements for the end of today. If you want to fill out the form to potentially be a candidate for the documentary, you also have to be in Japan on December 12th and 13th, because they're going to be doing filming then. So you can fill it out, but if you're not going to be here for the interviews, then, so you have to be here on December 12th and 13th. Okay, so we have a plan. Tomorrow you have off from ACI. I know some of you are doing other things.
Takashimaya.
But if we want to connect all the teachings at this point to what we're calling living Lamrim. How do you go out on your day off and find the Lamrim in Kyoto? So we have 3 questions for you guys to ask yourself. The first one is, when you're out there, what do you see? You know, open your mind to the people and the sights around you. Do you see beauty? Do you see things you don't like? The great thing in Kyoto is everything is already elegant, all right? And then you ask yourself the question, why are you experiencing this? What seeds did you plant to experience it? Find that karmic correlation. And then look for the secret messages. What could the message be? What is the Buddha sending to me right now? Then take pictures, take videos, post them on social media with hashtag Living Lamrim, and also share them in the Telegram chat. And then on Sunday, when you come back, we will then talk about it and share what you found in Kyoto.
You can also read it Glamrim. Never mind. The steps of glamour.
Live in Glamrim, yes. That's right. It's like glamping, like expensive camping. Anyhow, so we've been listening to your requests, and we're changing the schedule. And Geshe's leaving, so he's not going to be able to respond, yes or no. So we're going to be giving Bodhisattva vows. Many of you asked. So we're going to be giving them on December 11th during the normally scheduled class from 1 to 2 p.m. So we're not adding anything extra, but on December 11th, so the last day, and we'll be doing it for all of you online as well. So please come. I know the time zone is awful, but good luck. If you want Bodhisattva vows, get up in the middle of the night. After today, now this is actually really important because some of you, I promise you, will screw this up. After today, we're going to another venue. So do not come here on Sunday. There will be nobody here. You can practice your Japanese with the Japanese volunteers. They're wonderful. They help out a lot. But if you want Lam Rim, you have to go to the other venue, which is the Hotel Okura. And if you have any questions, go to the Telegram chat on how to get there. The schedule is slightly different because they charge us $1,000 for extra hours. So we're kind of condensing the day a little bit. And on Sunday, we'll be celebrating the 30th anniversary of ACI. We have Geshe is going to be giving a very special talk on his vision for ACI and all the worldview organizations for the next 30 years in the afternoon. So you don't want to miss that. That is everything. And this is our last night in this venue. So once we start clearing out the room, if we can have a little bit of help to stack all the chairs up on the right-hand side, because that's part of our contract, that would be really, really wonderful. So thank you all for coming. I know many of you don't have a day off tomorrow, but for those of you who do have a day off, please enjoy your day in the city and then bring back your stories and special messages that you find. We'll see you on Sunday. Thank you.
Even when there's nothing